What if everything you've been searching for has been inside you all along? A divine power switch, forgotten, gathering dust, but very real. Most people move through life half asleep, working jobs they hate, relationships that drain them, dreams collecting cobwebs in the corner. Why? Because they've been taught the biggest lie in human history, that they are separate from the source of all power and wisdom. One man discovered this truth almost a century ago. Dr. Ernest Holmes believed it's not just possible to access this power, it's your birthright. He called it your God-given power, a force already inside you right now, just waiting to be activated. Today, I'll show you how to finally flip that switch. But first, we need to confront what's really keeping you stuck. It's not the economy. It's not your boss. It's not your past. It's the invisible prison, built brick by brick with every limiting thought you've ever accepted. I'm not enough. It's too late for me. That's just how life works. Dr. Ernest Holmes discovered that our thoughts aren't just idle chatter in our heads. They are the architects of our experience. Every single thought you have is shaping your reality right now. Holmes believed in a principle called cause and effect. In this universe, nothing happens by accident. Your thoughts are the cause, and your life experiences are the effect. But not all thoughts are created equal. Your dominant thoughts, the ones you return to again and again, those are the architects constructing the building of your life, brick by brick. So here's where it gets interesting. If your thoughts create your reality, and if this power has been inside you all along, then what's been missing? The missing piece is conscious engagement. Holmes taught that it's not enough to have this power. You need to consciously activate it, just like you have to flip a switch to light up a room. It's not about hoping or wishing things were different. It's about knowing and doing, consciously directing this divine power that has been dormant within you. Most people are stuck because they've never been given the owner's manual to their own minds. They're trying to create new results with old programming. Dr. Ernest Holmes spent decades decoding this missing manual. He called it the science of mind, a practical system for consciously working with the divine mind to create the life you truly desire. Unlike traditional religious teaching that placed God out there, Holmes discovered that we're not just connected to the divine mind, we're unique expressions of it. You're not separate from the source of all power and wisdom. You're a living, breathing manifestation of it. Holmes said the mind of God is the only mind that exists because life is within us. Think about that for a moment. The same intelligence that orchestrates entire galaxies is within you, waiting for your conscious direction. But here's the mind-bending truth that will change everything. You've been accessing this power your entire life, just unconsciously. Every thought you've ever had has been shaping your experience. You've just been doing it by default, rather than by design. Today, everything changes. You're about to learn how to take conscious control of this process. No more manifesting by accident. No more wondering why life feels like it's happening to you instead of through you. So what's keeping you from fully activating this power? What's standing between you and the life you've always dreamed of? It's not what you think. And in our next segment, I'll reveal the surprising blockage that even the most spiritual people miss. You've been told that knowledge is power, but what if that's precisely what's been blocking you? The surprising truth is, intellectual understanding alone is the enemy of true manifestation. Dr. Holmes observed something profound. People who understood his teachings perfectly often created zero results, while others with simple faith but deep feeling transformed their lives overnight. Why? Your emotions are the energetic frequency that aligns you with the universe's infinite possibilities. Holmes discovered that feelings could be the missing link in your spiritual journey toward manifestation. He taught that feeling joy and gratitude as if our desires are already fulfilled is the real magic behind manifestation. Your emotional state isn't just a reaction to your reality. It's the creator of your reality. Think of emotions as your personal frequency tuner. When you feel anxious, you're tuning into anxious experiences. When you feel abundant, you're tuning into abundance. But here's the revolutionary part. You can choose your emotions. Holmes taught that we can choose our emotions, just like we choose our thoughts. Most people believe emotions just happen to them. But masters of manifestation know emotions can be consciously cultivated. This brings us to Holmes' next revolutionary teaching, visualization. Holmes taught that visualization is actually a powerful form of prayer. It's a way to communicate directly with the divine mind. When you create vivid mental images of your desires, you're essentially speaking the language of the universe. You're aligning your thoughts and emotions with the very fabric of reality. It's not enough to just think about what you want. You need to feel it, experience it in your mind as if it's already real. Holmes believed that this emotional engagement is what really supercharges your visualizations. Every time you combine vivid visualization with powerful emotion, you're literally rewiring your brain. You're creating new neural pathways that make your desired reality more accessible, changing your internal thermostat to match the life you want. Let's address another blockage: how we view our problems. Every challenge we face is actually a hidden opportunity for growth. Holmes taught that our problems aren't really problems at all. They're invitations to tap into our inner wisdom and express our true divine nature. Holmes often said, "The problem is not the problem. The problem is our perspective on the problem." When you shift your perspective from, "Why is this happening to me?" to, "What is this teaching through me?" everything changes. Dr. Ernest Holmes believed there's a divine force, much like gravity, constantly working in our lives, whether we're aware of it or not. Our resistance to this force, our need to control everything, creates suffering. He called it surrendering to the divine flow, and it's the secret sauce that can take your manifestation game to a whole new level. Holmes wasn't talking about giving up. He was talking about a deeper level of trust in the universe. Holmes believed that when we surrender to this divine flow, we open ourselves up to blessings beyond our wildest dreams, solutions we couldn't have planned, opportunities we couldn't have designed. Sometimes, the universe has an even better plan than yours. This brings us to one of Holmes' most practical teachings, trusting your intuition. Holmes taught that intuition is more than just a hunch or random thought. He believed it's actually the voice of the divine speaking directly to you. When your mind is quiet and your heart is open, you can receive guidance that your rational mind could never figure out. Holmes encouraged people to become more aware of the coincidences in their lives, what we now call synchronicities. These aren't random occurrences. They're signs of divine guidance at work. That book that randomly fell off the shelf? That person you happened to meet? That song lyric that answered your question? The universe is constantly speaking to you. Holmes taught that we need to consciously engage with this power every single day. It's like exercising a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. Dr. Ernest Holmes discovered that consistency is the secret when it comes to tapping into your divine power. And for lasting results, Holmes recommended a simple daily practice, a combination of meditation, gratitude, and affirmations. Just 15 minutes each morning can completely rewire your relationship with the divine power within you. What the world needs is spiritual conviction followed by spiritual experience. This daily routine is your way of turning spiritual conviction into tangible experience. Let's break down the daily practice Holmes recommended, starting with meditation. Holmes said, meditation is listening to the divine. It's not about emptying your mind. It's about becoming receptive to the infinite wisdom always available to you. Even 5 minutes of silent meditation each morning allows your individual mind to sync with the universal mind. In this space of receptive silence, solutions to your biggest problems can emerge effortlessly. Holmes said, the answer to every question is already within you. The second practice is gratitude. Holmes discovered that gratitude is the most powerful attractor of good in the universe. When you focus on appreciating what you already have, you tune your frequency to receive more. It's the law of divine resonance. Holmes suggested writing down 5 things you're grateful for each morning, but with a twist. Don't just list them mechanically. Feel the gratitude deeply as you write. Notice the shift in your energy. This isn't just positive thinking. It's energetically aligning yourself with the abundance of the universe. The third practice is affirmations. Holmes introduced this practice that's simple yet profound. Positive affirmations are statements you repeat to yourself, affirming the reality you want to create. It's like reprogramming your mental software. Holmes taught that the most powerful affirmations begin with I am, because this directly speaks the language of your identity. As you repeat statements like I am abundant or I am divinely guided in all decisions, you're literally rewiring your brain to focus on the positive, to see opportunities where you might have missed them before. Remember, your conscious mind is just the tip of the iceberg. When you practice affirmations consistently, you're reprogramming your vast subconscious mind, which Holmes taught is directly connected to the infinite intelligence of the universe. When you combine all three practices, meditation to align, gratitude to attract, and affirmations to reprogram, you create a powerful circuit that activates your divine potential. This 15-minute morning ritual can transform your life more dramatically than years of struggle and effort. As you practice this daily ritual, something fascinating will begin to happen. You'll notice what Holmes called divine coincidences appearing in your life. The right people, opportunities, and resources will begin showing up, not by accident, but by divine design. Holmes often said, "There is one life, and that life is God. That life is my life now." When you truly understand this, you realize you're never alone, never without resources, never without guidance. You're walking hand in hand with the intelligence that orchestrates entire galaxies. Now, here's where most spiritual teachings fall short. They give you understanding, but not integration. Holmes emphasized that these principles must be practiced, not just understood. Knowledge alone changes nothing. Applied knowledge transforms everything. Holmes observed that many people collect spiritual concepts like trophies, impressing others with their knowledge, but never experiencing transformation. True wisdom isn't found in what you know. It's revealed in who you become. So, you stand at a crossroads now. You can continue with the old paradigm, believing you're separate from Source, at the mercy of circumstances, hoping things might change. Or you can step into what Holmes discovered, that you are a divine being with unlimited creative potential, here to consciously co-create with the universe. The choice is yours. But remember what Holmes taught. This isn't about hoping or wishing or even believing. It's about knowing and doing. It's about consciously engaging with the divine power within you every single day until it becomes as natural as breathing. People from all walks of life have applied Holmes' teachings and transformed their existence, from health to wealth, relationships to purpose. These principles are universal. They work for everyone who applies them consistently. They're as dependable as gravity. Holmes believed it was no accident that you discovered these teachings. You were drawn to this wisdom because something in you is ready to awaken, ready to claim your divine birthright and create the life you were truly meant to live. In our final segment, I'll reveal the most powerful technique Holmes discovered for rapidly accelerating your manifestation abilities, a method so profound yet simple that most spiritual seekers overlook it entirely. Plus, I'll guide you through your first complete practice session, step by step. But before we continue, take a moment to notice what's happening within you right now. Is there a sense of recognition? A feeling that these principles are awakening something you've always known deep inside? That's your divine potential stirring. The very power Dr. Ernest Holmes dedicated his life to helping people discover. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step, and your journey to fully activated divine potential begins with your very first daily practice. It doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be consistent. Dr. Ernest Holmes left this world in 1960, but his discovery of the divine potential within every person lives on. As we continue our journey together, remember his most powerful teaching. There is a power for good in the universe, and you can use it. Let's discover how. Welcome to the final chapter of our journey into Dr. Ernest Holmes's transformative teachings. As promised, I'm about to reveal his most powerful technique for rapidly accelerating your manifestation abilities. A method so profound, yet overlooked, that it can literally transform your life overnight. Before I reveal this technique, let's address the biggest mistake spiritual seekers make. Many believe more techniques, more rituals, and more spiritual knowledge will accelerate their growth. Holmes discovered the opposite is true. He observed that the most powerful manifestors weren't those who practiced dozens of techniques superficially. They were those who practiced one technique with complete conviction and depth. Like sunlight through a magnifying glass, focused spiritual energy creates exponentially greater results. Holmes' ultimate manifestation technique was what he called treatment or spiritual mind treatment. While it sounds clinical, it's actually a profound spiritual process for consciously creating with the divine mind, a specific form of expanded prayer that works with scientific precision. Treatment consists of 5 specific steps that align you completely with divine mind for manifestation. Unlike affirmations alone, this process works with both your conscious and subconscious mind simultaneously, creating alignment at all levels of your being. Step 1 is recognition. You begin by acknowledging the nature of universal mind or God, infinite, perfect, everywhere present. Holmes said, this establishes the absolute truth of being as your foundation, reminding you of what is, not what appears to be. Step 2 is unification. Here, you declare your oneness with this infinite mind. Rather than begging an external power, you're acknowledging, I am one with the source of all good. Its nature is my nature. Holmes called this the most transformative realization possible. Step 3 is realization. This is where you clearly state what you desire to manifest, speaking of it in present tense as if it's already accomplished. Holmes emphasized being specific here. I now experience perfect health in my body, rather than, I hope my health improves. Step 4 is thanksgiving. Unlike regular gratitude, this is thanking the universe as if your desire is already fulfilled. Holmes discovered this creates a powerful magnetic field that draws your good to you. It's not wishful thinking. It's establishing the energetic frequency of having received. Step 5 is release. This final step is where most people fail. You must completely release your treatment to the universe, trusting it is done. Holmes taught that attachment to how or when your desire manifests creates resistance. When you truly release, you allow infinite wisdom to bring your good in perfect ways. Holmes emphasized that treatment isn't just reciting words. It's about feeling the truth of each step. When done with conviction, a single treatment can shift your entire reality. Many of Holmes' students manifested life-changing results after just one properly done treatment. Let me guide you through an example. For healing, a treatment might flow like this. I recognize there is one perfect life, whole and complete. I am one with this life. Its wholeness is my wholeness. I now experience perfect functioning in every cell of my body. Every system operates in divine harmony. I give thanks for this perfection expressing now. I release this word to the law, knowing it is already done. For financial abundance, I recognize the infinite supply of the universe, overflowing and abundant. I am one with this supply. Its limitless nature is my true inheritance. I now experience financial freedom and prosperity flowing to me through multiple channels. Opportunities, resources, and abundance manifest in my life with ease. I am deeply grateful for this prosperity expressing now. I release this word to the law, knowing it is already done. For harmonious relationships, I recognize the perfect love that is the nature of universal mind. I am one with this love. Its perfect expression flows through me. I now experience fulfilling, supportive relationships in every area of my life. Divine harmony characterizes all my interactions. I give thanks for these beautiful connections expressing now. I release this word to the law, knowing it is already done. The key to effective treatment is feeling the truth of each statement. Holmes emphasized that treatment without feeling is just empty words. When you genuinely feel your oneness with divine mind and emotionally experience your desire as already fulfilled, you create an irresistible momentum toward manifestation. Now, let's integrate treatment with the daily practice we discussed earlier. Holmes recommended this powerful sequence. Begin with 5 minutes of meditation to quiet your mind, then 3 minutes of gratitude to raise your frequency, followed by 2 minutes of affirmations to align your thoughts, and complete with a 5-minute treatment for your most important desire. Holmes observed that most people experience their manifestations in one of 2 ways. Some see gradual progress, things improving step by step. Others experience what he called quantum leaps, sudden, dramatic shifts that seem miraculous. Both paths are valid. Trust the process that's right for you. Let's address some common challenges. If you don't see results immediately, Holmes taught to avoid doubt and instead deepen your treatment. If negative thoughts arise, don't fight them. Simply return to treatment, reinforcing the truth. Remember, this isn't a battle. It's an awakening to what's already true about you. Holmes emphasized that this journey isn't about reaching a final destination. It's about continual expansion of your conscious connection with the divine. Each manifestation leads to new desires, each realization to deeper truth. You're not just manifesting things, you're evolving into the fullest expression of your divine nature. As we conclude our exploration of Dr. Ernest Holmes' transformative teachings, remember his most profound insight. The power you seek is not something to acquire. It's something to recognize and activate within yourself. It's your divine birthright. Your life is a canvas for expressing this infinite potential. The power switch has always been inside you. It's time to turn it on.